Welcome everyone. Today let's study scientific reason from lesson life processes in living organisms part 1, and this is for class 10. Okay, so first question is oxygen is necessary for complete oxidation of glucose. So student, in aerobic respiration or cellular respiration, the oxygen glucose is completely oxidized in presence of oxygen. That means oxygen is required, okay, to break down the glucose. And oxidation means addition of oxygen to a molecule. So here one reaction is there, that is C6H12O6. This represent the glucose. So glucose is oxidized to gives us carbon dioxide, water molecule, and amount of energy in the form of a ATP is releases, and ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay. And various organic compounds. Now organic compounds such as carbohydrate, lipids, and proteins are oxidized in presence of oxygen to release energy. So these organic compounds such as the carbohydrate, lipids, and protein, they are reacting with oxygen, and they further break down to release energy in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so the chemical bond energy which is stored in this molecule is decomposed or oxidized in this process. So all the chemical bond energy is stored, okay, in this molecule is decomposed or break down or oxidized in this process, just to give the produce energy required by the cell. Okay, and hence complete oxidation of a glucose requires oxygen. So oxygen is compulsory for breakdown or oxidation of a glucose. Okay, now next question, fibers are one of the important nutrients. So student, fibers are also known as a roughage. Okay. So the fibers cannot be digested by humans, yet they are essential nutrients. So fibers are very essential nutrient for our body, but these are not digested by the human body. Okay, so because our digestive juices or digestive system cannot be easily break down to the fiber. Okay, that is why it is not digested by our digestive system, but although they are required. So fibers are important as they promote movement of material through the digestive system and thus aid in digestion of food stuff. And they also help in digestion of undigested substances from the body. That means the substances which are not digested by our digestive system, they can be easily digest or easily removed out or easily excrete out from our body with the help of by using fiber. So fibers are very essential for our body. And vegetables, fruits, cereals, etc. are sources of essential nutrients like fiber. So fibers, the foods containing vegetable, like food containing fibers are vegetable, fruits, and cereals. We should add it to in our daily diet, so that the undigested material can be easily excreted out from our body. Okay, next question is cell division is one of the important properties of cells and organisms. So cell division, it is a process by which a multicellular organism can be achieved using a unicellular organisms. Okay, so here you can observe one cell, how the one cell is divided into two new cells. Okay, so the two new cells are called as a daughter cells, and we have seen like this process of cell division takes place with the help of a meiosis and mitosis. Okay, so you can just go through that video. I will put the link in the description box. Okay, so cell division is a property due to which a new organism or unicellular is formed. New organism, that is a multicellular, is formed from an existing one. Okay, and in case of a multicellular organism, the growth of the organism is dependent on cell division. That means when the single cell will be divided, so the growth of the organism multicellular can be easily takes place. So it is also essential for restoration of a emaciated body. That means with the help of a cell division, the emaciated body, restoration of emaciated body can be easily achieved. Okay, emaciated body means extremely thin type kind of a body. It can be restored by cell division, because in cell division the single cell divides to multiple cells. Okay, and cell division is an important aspect of wound healing, formation of a blood cells, and other such important life process. So formation for the blood cells like WBCs, RBCs, these are takes place can be by the process of a cell division, and cell division also required for the wound healing. That means in our body wherever this damage or wound takes happened, or any repair process, cell division should be necessary, because from a cell division one cell can be divided into multiple cells so that the wound can be easily healed. Okay, student, next question is, sometimes higher plants and animals to perform anaerobic respiration. So first of all, student, what is anaerobic respiration? So it is a type of a respiration which takes place in absence of oxygen. Okay, that means for this respiration oxygen is not involved. So the answer is, so the living organism, sorry, not living organism, many bacteria, okay, many bacteria are performing anaerobic respiration. Okay, and sometimes the germinating the seeds also perform anaerobic respiration if the soil is submerged underwater during the germination. So these two are the examples for the organisms, those who are performing anaerobic respiration. Okay. So when there is a deficiency or a less amount of oxygen in the surrounding, the aerobic respiration is not possible. So aerobic which requires oxygen. Okay, so when there is a deficiency of oxygen is there in the surrounding, so organism has to be perform anaerobic respiration, and in such case to survive, higher plants switch over to anaerobic respiration. Okay, that means when the oxygen when the proper amount of oxygen is not present in the surrounding, the higher plants or higher organism perform anaerobic respiration. So student, our body, our muscle cell also perform anaerobic respiration while performing the exercise. Okay, and due to this the less amount of energy is produced in our body and lactic acid accumulates, due to which we feel tired. So in our body muscle cell also perform anaerobic respiration, but only in case when we are performing oxygen. Okay, so in some animals tissue, in case of oxygen deficiency, cells perform anaerobic respiration. The example just now I have given of muscle cell of our body. Okay, so the due to this deficiency of oxygen, the higher organism, plant, bacteria, plants and human being also perform anaerobic respiration. Okay, now next question is, Krebs cycle is also known as a citric acid cycle. Okay, so first of all, Krebs cycle is a second stage or second step for aerobic respiration. Okay, so here I have put on a picture in which you can observe the acetyl coenzyme A, which is 2 carbon compound. Okay, acetyl coenzyme A, I have here written that is 2C, that means it is a 2 carbon compound, enter into the mitochondria. Okay, so for acetyl coenzyme A is a product of a glycolysis. So when this 2 carbon product enters the mitochondria, so mitochondria, it is a powerhouse of the cell in which the energy production takes place. Okay, so when the acetyl coenzyme A enters the mitochondria to combine with the oxaloacetic acid, now here oxaloacetic acid is 4 carbon compound. Okay, and form a 6 carbon compound, that is a citric acid. It means acetyl coenzyme A, it will react with oxaloacetic acid, which is 4 carbon compound. So these two will produce citric acid, which is 6 carbon compound. Okay, and since citric acid is the first stable compound form, that is containing 6 carbon atoms, so Krebs cycle, that is why Krebs cycle is also called as a citric acid cycle, just because of the citric acid, which is a 6 carbon compound, and this is the first stable product of the Krebs cycle. Okay, that is why Krebs cycle is also known as a citric acid cycle. Okay, so student, I hope you all have understood this topic very well. Let's say thank you.